on. So, John.
Hello, everyone. I've got Metro on the move here, Andy, and I had two questions I wanted to ask him. But before I get into that, I wanted to mention about Andy's locks. A lot of people, I was curious about him, but he's actually getting ready to be scalped. He's giving them away to his charity, these kids that have cancer that doesn't have hair, and it's got to be a certain length, and it's almost there, so he'll be scalped in a month or two. So I thought that was great. The other thing was, you know, tattoos. I missed that craze of tattoos when I was young. In Charleston, South Carolina was a naval base, and we saw sailors. In my downtown Market Street, there was a tattoo parlor, bar, tattoo parlor, bar, and so on like that. And we saw drunk sailors getting tattoos of anchors and I love mama or whatever. It just left us. We never was interested in that. But my children, my son and my daughter, they didn't miss that phase. They got sleeves and body wraps and oh my goodness. But anyway, I noticed Andy had some, and I'm glad he wore his my Miyagi shorts today. But Andy's got some tattoos, and I want him to give you a short version of what it represents to him, because he told me, but it still didn't make sense. But to him, it has rhyme and reason. So Andy, tell us about your tattoo, the short version. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll see here I have the Appalachian Trail logo. I got this after I completed the Georgia section of the AT. Very proud of that. The nautical ship here, this is what sailors typically get after traveling around the world. And I've been around the world a few times. So when I got back, I actually went ahead and got this done. I've been to Hong Kong and various different places like that. The sparrows, you actually have the National Park arrowhead here, and on the back you'll see cards and luck of the draw. I got this in Vegas. I got these guns in California, roll the dice, and then down here you got the praying hands for Sunday, right? I'm sorry about all that. And then over here you'll see a couple different things like the sparrows that mate for life. Definitely keep that on my leg because I definitely believe in that. And then as you see down here I have the gypsy skull. It's a sugar skull as well as a gypsy. Sugar skulls typically represent remembering those that have passed on, and then a gypsy is supposed to represent good fortune, so I guess it's the death of my good fortune. And then the anchor represents family, keeping us all grounded and so forth. So lots of different tattoos here on the leg, and that's the story of...
Well, where's Mom's tattoo?
Not yet.
And you got the anchor. You just need a mom now.
You need a mom now.
All right, thank you. Now, the next thing that caught my interest with Andy was, you know, I was always curious and watched people and what they look like and trying to find out their ethnicity. Now, we can cut this out if it gets too personal.
No, that's fine.
But Andy has a look. He has the look. So I was always curious. Now, I've watched his videos. I've seen his dad. He's white as white can be. And so I was asking him one day what his mother's name was, because I figured he'd give me something like Graciela Rodriguez or some Greek name, Pappas or whatever. But no, she's got an all-American name. So that didn't explain...
All-American, though.
Yeah, that didn't explain Andy's look. But so I outright asked him, and he said, well, would you believe that in my ancestry, I was told there was Cherokee Indian.
Yep.
Now, and so Andy embraced that. He embraced that and went to Maggie Valley and went to the Indian reservation. I mean, to the village, and got the beads and bought the dream catcher and moccasins, and he was he was going.
I actually had stones and all kinds of things. That
my story. Okay. So he was going to move to Cherokee and work in the casino and get that stipend that they give you. But anyway, so he decided one day to do 23andMe and get his DNA. It came back. He has absolutely not 1 ounce, no smidgen of any Cherokee Indian or any Native American blood. He's Eastern European. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I'm half Irish, believe it or not.
Yeah, so you see, anyway, I thought that was really, to me, it just caught me by surprise when he told me that 23andMe, and then, of course, so that's kind of fun. And then the other thing, this particular campsite, Andy.
Yep.
You know, if you flew as a crow, I think it's only about a mile to Callaway Gardens.
Yeah, it's not too far at all.
Not too far. And I've been here on weekends when they have live music. A band. Yeah, and you hear it. Well, believe it or not, Andy was one of those guys. He had a rock band that played right there at Callaway Gardens.
Yeah.
Right?
We would do festivals and all kinds of things.
What was the name of your band?
Well, back then it was called Secret Sauce.
Secret what?
Sauce.
Secret Sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, as a married man, you know, we got married in a few years ago, and after was, you know, playing the bars and so forth, it wasn't necessarily a place I should be late night and so forth. So I've maintained the married lifestyle. So now camping is really, and hiking is more my jam. No more rock and roll.
He grew up. But anyway, I just thought my viewers would like to know a little bit about Andy, Metro on the Move. Check his channel out. He does some interesting stuff. And he goes some interesting places. So thanks for watching. See you next week.